This is Minecraft's deadliest computer virus. And 3 months ago, I installed it in my survival world. In hindsight, not a great idea, but I figured I could deal with it since I was the one who coded the thing. But I was wrong. We couldn't even handle just one of them. And since then, the virus has multiplied, moved into my house without paying rent, and adopted my Minecraft cats. Because I refuse to leave dirt and butt scab behind, I'm going to code Minecraft's ultimate walking megabase. And if everything goes according to plan, it will safely walk me to ground zero to unleash a devastating super attack, thus exterminating the Pink Menace once and for all. And done. Standing at over 100 blocks tall, my fortress is looking majestic. But this is only phase 1, because despite having legs, there are many more steps we must take before this thing can walk. So I saved the structure as an NBT file, which looks like this. Even though it looks like useless nonsense, these Minecraft hieroglyphics are the key to getting my house into Blockbench, thus allowing us to animate it and actually move our legs. A smart person would have used this convenient plugin, but for some reason, it never occurred to me that a plugin like this would even exist, because why would anyone want to import a structure into Blockbench outside of making a dumb internet video? Naturally, I spent the whole day writing my own inferior version of this plugin, feeling smug and intelligent, but to my credit, I actually got it working. Somehow, this gigantic JavaScript file held together with sticky tape and popsicle sticks managed to import my giant robot, and holy crap, Minecraft was not built for this. Blockbench is buckling under the weight of my 30,000 cube monstrosity. And it's hard to tell unless you've used Blockbench before, but trust me, the tool is just not working anymore. Most of the menus and the outliners don't even open with a model this massive. So I went back into Minecraft and I meticulously hollowed out my giant robot house, since I was rendering a ton of cubes on the inside that no one would ever see anyway. Oh great, Blockbench is running at a blistering 9 frames per second. But on the bright side, the tool is working. I just gotta make sure I do as much work as possible in Minecraft to avoid using Blockbench, because any task in Blockbench is gonna take 10 times longer. Alright, everything is textured and organized, so now we can finally start working on our animations. We have the idle animation, a walk animation, and an explode animation. This is going to be our ultimate attack, where our house charges up a massive amount of energy and unleashes an unstoppable wave of death. Alright, now it's time to actually get this into the game. This is the miracle I was praying for. Minecraft is handling my house way better than Blockbench ever could. Up until this point, I wasn't sure if this video was even feasible. So I did the bare minimum amount of coding possible to make sure that Minecraft could handle an entity this massive. And right now, it's literally just a statue. A very, very computationally expensive statue. Okay, look, it's unloaded. And there goes my frames per second. It's still playable, 40 frames per second is fine, so whatever. Let's just ignore the fact that I have spent more money on my computer than I have my car. And also, we must never ever use shaders or we get single-digit FPS. I spent the rest of the afternoon hooking up the animations and coding the basic behaviors so that I could finally ride this beast. And I think I got everything working. I've got to fly to the bottom of the mob and mash right click to even mount it, but look, it actually works. And that village, oh dude, they are like little ants to me. It's hard to describe this feeling. It feels like my character is just humongous. I know it looks like I'm walking slow, but remember, we are freaking huge. It's actually moving really fast. I even modified the camera so that it zoomed way out, giving us a rare view of Minecraft's frustum culling. You see how the terrain is kind of glitching out? Well, Minecraft thinks that we can't see that land, so it unloads the chunks to make the game run smoother. This is a very common technique that a lot of games use, and it's the first time I've actually seen Minecraft's frustum culling. As I walk around in my mega base, it makes me realize that there's huge potential in adding moving bases to Minecraft. Obviously not like this, but adding a whole new way to experience Minecraft, adding a nomadic playstyle, would make the game feel fresh again. Think about it, we have this infinite world and we spend most of our time tethered to one area. Lately, I feel like Minecraft updates have been small and safe, and you're not really gonna get the casual players to come back just by adding a happy ghast or a new golem and a handful of blocks. Mojang should look at what's happening with other sandbox games. There's this mod for Valheim called Valheim Raft, where you can build huge floating bases. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that this was one of the most fun experiences in gaming I have ever had. And more recently, No Man's Sky released a very similar update where you can build your own spaceships and explore the galaxy in a moving base. And look at what happened to the player count. Another game called RimWorld did the exact same thing. And again, look at the player count. I want this for Minecraft. I think it would be great for the game. What if you could build a structure on top of a happy ghast, for example? Not sure if this would be feasible given how building in Minecraft works, but a guy could dream. If you've seen my previous video, you'll know that the virus I coded that claimed my previous survival world gets stronger and stronger the more you fight it. So it's really easy for things to get out of hand. For months, I have been trying in vain to get these things out of my survival world, and every time I fail, they multiply. And with thousands upon thousands of these little pink menaces running around, I genuinely think this might be my last chance to reclaim one of my favorite survival worlds of all time. I mean, I traveled 50,000 blocks to find just the most beautiful, perfect valley, and I would be really sad if I lost it. But one way or another, I'm going out in style, because I spent the entire afternoon using Photon to make a big flashy super move where my base charges up red lightning and unleashes a huge electrical storm that erases every entity in a 200 block radius. It's almost anticlimactic because the mobs don't even drop loot. They just disappear. They're wiped from existence. Kind of like Dragon Ball's Hakai, but on a way bigger scale. I decided to put my ultimate move to the test by starting small and facing the final boss of Minecraft, the Ender Dragon, which looks like a pathetic little gnat flying around my mega base. Yeah, this is definitely an unfair fight. Well, goodbye, I guess. Oh, that's sad. I thought he would at least drop the experience, but no, he's literally just deleted. Since I know it's not going to be that easy, I wanted to push my walking netherite fortress to its absolute limit by spawning in hundreds of withers. Actually, maybe it will be that easy. I'm gonna kill you, pink guy! I loaded into my survival world and I spawned in my walking Minecraft base. And honestly, calling this a base, I admit, is maybe a bit of a stretch since the inside is totally empty. You can't even stand inside of it because it's an entity. It has no collision. In fact, this is less of a base and more like a nuclear bomb with legs. And you know what? I'm fine with that because I just want to go back to living my humble farmhouse lifestyle with my cats. So I spent all of 2 minutes of walking. We have 50,000 blocks we need to walk and a massive design flaw already became apparent. I developed this thing in a super flat world where there's no obstacles and it walks around fine there, but my robot house is getting stuck on everything. So I quickly coded some omnidirectional movement and now I can just walk through the air. I figure I'm already cheating a lot, so whatever.
A few moments later.
As I was walking, I noticed the game started to stutter, and sure enough, we have our first pink guy sighting. And despite being an insignificant speck compared to my netherite-clad behemoth, that speck is filled with rage and can easily kill me. We know what this turns into, so I'm gonna give it a wide berth. Okay, this is starting to look familiar. I've definitely been here before. A crafting table? Oh yeah, we're getting close. There it is. My house. I have been thinking about this moment, about cleansing my beautiful survival world for months. And now, in just one key press on my keyboard, my cats will finally be free. Wow, this place is just completely wrecked. The valley has definitely seen better days. Honestly, I think it makes more sense just to move at this point, but I think all the craters and the hideous shadows that remain behind serve as an important reminder. Don't download a bunch of viruses into your world. Please like and subscribe, and also let me know what I should code next. Thank you for watching, and of course, a huge thank you to my Patreons. I could not make these videos without your support. I really appreciate it.